assassination and bad writing and tropiness and
regressions.
Yeah. Basically just a terrible book in a nutshell. And to literally like my favorite female protagonist in a game ever. Ever.
Mhm.
I wrote that the other day on a community post and I was trying to think. I don't know that I can think. Maybe Samus is close. Maybe
Samus
old
and other M. Or you talk about favorite video game character, heroines.
female protagonist in video games.
Yeah.
But like,
Oof. Yeah.
I don't know that
Samus.
there's any better than Clem.
Clem is definitely up, especially seeing her grow up into it.
Yeah.
You can't say of anyone else that you could actually grow up into the role. So, yep.
Yeah.
Cyrone put it best. We'll get to that.
Yep. Let's do top fives first because I feel like that would be a little bit smarter of a move because there's a lot to talk about with this Clementine book.
I do have a dishonorable and an honorable mention.
Oh, yeah. I have a feeling I'll probably have the same dishonorable mention.
But an honorable goes to Task Force Z number 10 just because we finally found out who Zombie Bane was, and it really wasn't Bane.
Okay, so
Do you want to know who?
Yeah, go ahead, because I may have fallen behind on Task Force Z. I may be like 3 issues behind. It is, I like the book. It's good. I just read so much. Sometimes some of them take a back seat. And that's one of the books.
Let me ask you this. What Batman-related character is also known for being ridiculously strong that died within the past couple years? Let me phrase that. He died not long after he was introduced.
Wait, so he's new?
Relatively new. His sister is still around.
What the fuck? I feel like this is a riddle I should know. I'm gonna lose nerves.
Gotham.
Oh.
Gotham. It was Gotham the whole time.
No, that's a good twist, but like, did you read that Gotham Girl Interrupted storyline?
Yeah. Someone's trying to derail any goodwill they had for her.
Yeah, it was. I got through the first part of it, and I was like, okay, all right, not finishing this. It was like, Tom King is so hit and miss, and that was a miss. Good morning,
Tom King didn't do that one, though. But Tom King didn't do that one.
Tom King didn't do Gotham Girl Interrupted, are you sure?
Yeah, that was someone else who was picking it up.
Oh, I thought he wrote that back up.
No, he definitely did not. That was
Was it Cena Grace?
I think it might have been.
I think you're right. Now that I say that out loud, I know it's right. I'm pretty sure it was Cena Grace. It wasn't.
Oh no! Oh wait! Nope. It was. Oh yeah, it was Cena Grace. You're right. Cena Grace by David Lapham.
Yeah, it was not good. I do have an honorable mention though, also. Because I feel like these two should have made it in my top 5, but they didn't. And that's Action Comics. Yeah.
Action Comics did not make it for you?
No.
That's my number 1, so we could talk about it then.
Just because, yeah, I like this storyline. I do. It seems like we're finally maybe getting somewhere, but also, like, can you speed it up? Like, I'm not trying to be impatient, but...
Well, we do have one more regular issue and then the special.
Yeah, so I know it's coming. Now that I know it's coming, I want to see it. I guess that's kind of it. And then
I'll talk more about when it's my turn.
I also have for honorable mention Detective Comics, because
that's also on my list.
Well, the reason I didn't make my list is just because these new covers and stuff are absolutely stunning. So I went into this really, really wanting this to be good, and I love Ram V. Everyone knows what a big fangirl I am of Ram V. Yep. It didn't blow me away. It was just good. And I think my expectations were so high, I was like, all right, cool.
True. But as far as the dishonorable,
yeah.
Superman Space Age. Love the artwork. It's the all reds. Of course it's good, but this feels like Russell is basically saying, I'm gonna do New Frontier, but do it with the right color. fuck it up and make it shove in my politics that Darwin Cook never did.
It wasn't even the politics that bothered me. It was the I
It felt
guess
less about the superheroes. That's the New
yes.
Frontier was
And
about
they
the
made
superheroes. This was about the world.
didn't you feel like they kind of made Superman a wimp?
Yep, they made him a wimp, and
Good
again, they
morning,
just
Hooded
put too
Justice.
much, way too much politics in here. You have Pariah show up like 2 decades before he's supposed to show up. That made zero sense.
Yeah, I where did you mean because they made stuff about the JFK assassination?
Some of that stuff too, just I mean, at least when it was done, Superman and the Authority, that was a case of Superman. I mean, Philip Kennedy Johnson later confirmed in an interview that the whole notion was, oh, if you look carefully in the background, you'll see a time machine. So that meant he went back in time to do it. That was their way of dancing around what
Yeah, because
Morrison had
that
done.
never made sense.
Yeah, so they basically said, oh no, that was an attempt of him going back in time and trying to make history for the better, realized he couldn't, and then he gave up on the whole idea.
Fair enough. Fair
Which,
enough.
that
Yeah,
is a
yeah. It
Superman
just
thing to do. That is a Superman thing to do because he's done that. He once tried to go back in time in the pre-crisis to save Abraham Lincoln, and
right.
when he was Superboy, but he ended up seeing an adult Lex Luthor there who froze him in place, and then Lincoln got assassinated, and then Lex is all like, "Wait, you didn't come here to stop me. You came to prevent that from happening." Oh my God, I did not realize this. I might be a bad man, but I didn't want him dead. So Lex went
Right.
back to the president and turned himself in.
Yeah, the artwork is phenomenal. There's
Oh yeah,
no
it's
doubt
the All
about that.
Reds. It's the All Reds, of course.
But it was a I don't know. I is it
That's what I
3
think it's
issues?
Superman. Yes, 3 issues, comes out bi-monthly.
I'm not finishing that.
I'm only doing it for the artwork. That's it.
I usually do a three issue rule, but if it's only 3 issues and you don't,
And it's this thick too.
yeah, it's a thick boy.
Yep, it's a big boy. Yep, $9.99.
Yeah, not for me. It's made for somebody else, and that's fine. Okay, so you want to start? You got number
Yep,
5?
yep. I got a number 5, and that is DC Mech #1. I just surprised that this was like I did not know what they were going with this, and it turns out it's a radically different DC universe.
Okay, so I actually haven't read this yet
Yeah,
because I am not a big fan of like Transformer types.
I understand. I understand. But here, for example, super young Kal-El was actually yeah, sent off, and we see Jor-El and Lara actually flying in to stop the threat, destroying them in giant mechs.
So is it worth actually reading? Like honestly?
It's worth actually reading, yes, because it's basically Jurassic League, but in the future instead of the past, or in an alternate. So it's that similar type of
Jurassic League's
vibe.
so cute too.
Oh yeah, I'm saying it's that similar type of vibe.
NWO said Gotham and Gotham
Yeah,
Girl were trash. They could have been great, but Tom fucked
I
it up.
think
I
they were.
agree.
I think they were good in the story they were introduced in, but then botched
It,
up by
yeah.
later writers.
And
Because Tom King didn't
Gotham
write them afterwards, except for when Gotham Girl showed up in City of Bane.
and that was like only like a snippet anyways.
Yeah, so
Gotham Girl just never piqued my interest. Neither did Gotham, to be honest with you.
yeah, but
Neither
he
one of them
died at the end.
really.
He was there to die.
Yeah. Yeah, he was what? Fridged? He was fridged.
Bridged. Yep. So, but yeah, so for DC Mech, if you're enjoying Jurassic League, a different creative team, but it's that same type of energy.
All right, then I'll read it. I'll read it.
Hmm.
I'll give it a chance because I just am not a big fan of that like
The
Exo
giant mechs
stuff.
like
Yeah,
Gundam and
yeah,
all that.
yes. Um.
Evangelion.
Oh yeah, I did see the Avengers Mech Strike. Yep. Um. I
True.
don't read it though.
Anyway, what's your number 5?
Hit me.
Hmm?
Hit me number 5. Oh my god, this book.
Hit me number 5 is your number 5.
Yes. It's the final issue in this little mini series. And it is basically kind of the wrapping up and the finishing of it. But um the entire series is really good. It's about this sex worker who and her best friend, and basically her specialty, we'll say,
Mm-hmm.
is getting hit or pain fetishes. And they end
Oh,
up
Pinks,
stealing these
yeah.
diamonds. And they do have a big twist in the end in the last issue, which was really cool with the brother. And they end up getting away. And like this, you knew all along, because like she's been kind of like keeping this guy, oh, what's it called? When you keep somebody like, oh shit, like keeping them in reserves in case she ever
Oh,
gets.
um,
There,
oof.
I remember How I Met Your Mother actually did a whole episode about this, but I can't remember what
Fallback,
it's
a
called.
fallback.
Yeah, basically a fallback. Good morning, Elon. And and she ends up they end up making out. It's so cute, blah 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 blah. But it's a good book. It was a good little like mini story to tell about this
Mm-hmm.
like this fetish. I guess is the best way to
Right.
put it.
So, all right.
It
Well,
was
my
really
yep,
good.
yep. Well, my number four, Janice Bell, Captain Marvel.
Oh wow. Okay, so I seen this came out, but I don't know
Oh,
enough about it to even read it. So tell me about it.
Peter David returning to a character that he really made popular back in the day. The character was brought back to life recently as a clone during Kelly Thompson's Captain Marvel run. And basically, what Peter David did was first give him back his old memories by saying like, oh, because when it was left off, it was saying he was a blank slate. Then it was revealed, oh no, your memories are there. They're just hidden away. Here, let me open them. Okay, now you're back to being the way you are. And he eventually turned into this Starfield self and everything. Basically, Peter Davis trying to get his ducks in a row so he can be back to handling this character, but and utilizing Rick Jones as well. And he's basically trying to pick up where he left off and in a way that really works, especially with Rick trying to find his wife, Marlo, who we haven't seen in ages. And again, Peter Davis making that a plot point saying, oh, where's she been? Well, I'll tell you where she's been.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep. So it's a case of, yeah, Peter Davis just trying to get back, back on the back on the wagon with this character.
So this is the number one.
A number one, yes, of I think 5 or 6 issues. That's most of what Peter David's done lately is miniseries, but they've been amazing miniseries.
I might check it out. I thought about picking it up, but I also picked up.
You're sounding a little garbly. You're sounding a little garbly.
I know it's because I was bringing up the Clementine book in
Oh,
the
whoop.
background. Let me fix it here. It was because is that better?
you're still garbly. I'd say,
I'm not.
oh, there you go. There you go. You're fine now.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, that was my number four.
I thought about picking it up just is it a jumping on point? Like, would I understand, or
I would
do I
say
need to
so.
know?
They would fill you. They would fill you in quite a bit on what's going on because you go in you just need to know stuff like, oh, there's history with these two. You see a bunch of other characters showing up like Moondragon, all that, but they do kind of give a summary. It helps that Janice Val, as a blank slate at the start and then regains his memory, so you regain it along with him.
I I don't know. I guess good morning, good morning, Homines.
I mean,
Uh,
I say it's for someone like me who grew up and loved Peter David's run on it, but it's still open enough for someone like you who doesn't know about it
right.
to give it a look over.
I also picked up because I thought about getting that one, but I also picked up Gambit, and I'm gonna read
Gam-
that too. I love
That's like
Gambit.
I don't know how many minis he's done. I don't know how many minis they've done with Gambit.
Gambit is awesome. I love Gambit. Okay, so for number 4, I have Grim Number 3 by
Ah,
Stephanie Phillips. Love me some Stephanie Phillips, but regardless, Grim is this story about a reaper, right?
yep,
There's
yep,
not
I'm
just
aware of it.
one reaper, there's a bunch. And for some reason she was accidentally able to go into the real world and be seen by people. That happened in the first issue. And now she's the only one of these Reapers that do not remember her death. And that
Ah.
has something to do with why she is able to cross over. And now they've got like, I don't know, like ultra mega giant death after them. Like,
Oh
and
no.
they're dealing with the like kind of office politics of
Mm-hmm.
finding out that their boss is actually more corrupt than they realize. And the art and the coloring in this are
Oh,
so
I agree. From
pretty.
what I've seen, yes, definitely.
And her friends are the best. I love the main character, but I also love like one of her best friends is like an 80s rockers dude. Like he died in the 80s. He's got big hair. It's just the way she does the characters are awesome. And it's not like sometimes with Stephanie's writing, I feel
Mhm.
like she goes a little too much like girl boss, and she actually
Oh
doesn't
yeah.
in this one.
I
I
think
really,
Harley's
really like it.
sometimes guilty of it in some issues.
Yes, absolutely. Good morning, man of action.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, Grimm's really good.
Yep.
I initially thought maybe this would be like the next big hit for them, like they had Something is Killing the Children. I don't necessarily think it's quite that good, but it's
Yeah.
definitely worth checking out.
Right. Well, my number 3 is Detective Comics.
There we go. See that beautiful cover.
Oh yeah, yeah, and the very Stranger Things esque new logo.
I know, but it's so good. I like the new
Oh,
logos.
oh, I do too. But yeah, I mean, I just thought this was just an interesting mystery. The artwork is fantastic. You have Talia showing up.
Talia, I like. I was
Yep.
like, that is fucking. You know what? The art. Who's the artist? I forget.
The artist is hold on, let me get Raphael Albuquerque. I know his
Hmm.
stuff is great. I loved his stuff when he did Blue Beetle.
Yeah, his art is really good, and it fits with the Gotham vibe.
It does. I mean, he's done this stuff before, and then you have the backup story, which kind of picks up where Joker left off with Gordon.
Oh, see, I didn't read the backup yet.
Yep, it's Simon Spurrier doing the writing.
Oh well, then I gotta read it. I love Cy Spurrier. Good morning. Well, I missed it. Good morning, Margot.
Yep.
I thought it was really good. I just didn't feel like it was
So you're
the
number 3.
home run that we had from Chip in Batman.
Oh, I agree with that, but just to make it clear, though, my thing is I do not have that many. A lot of the books I've got, most of them were just meh. This is me more going with
Yeah.
where I have on my list.
No, I agree. This week was a little bit rough.
Rough, but still good. It was just one of those like you wish there was.
Yeah.
I think this week it's going to have a lot more really good ones.
Yeah, there's a lot of good books coming.
I mean,
Like Andromeda, just that artwork alone.
yep,
Oh, beautiful.
Dark Crisis, Flashpoint Beyond. Oh boy. We found out at least someone who's involved that's going to make you freak out that they're alive again. I'm not going to spoil.
Okay.
I'm not going to spoil.
Um, yes, you are. Wait. Listen, chat. Earmuffs if you haven't read Dark
This is for the new,
Crisis 4.
no, not
Can
Dark
you
Crisis, not Dark Crisis. The new Flashpoint.
or Flashpoint, I mean.
You want to know
Is
who's
it
back? You want to know who's
is it
back?
Grifter? Is it Grifter?
No.
No, well then I don't fucking care no more.
Oh, you will.
Just tell me.
Martha Joker.
Oh, okay. I love it. Wait,
I knew
how?
you would. It's because remember, this is a reset of the Flashpoint world.
Oh, so wait. There's no Grifter?
No Grifter.
Then why was he on the variant?
I think the variant is showing off characters who have been in the other, in the actual event and everything, and Grifter
I
was
don't
one of
fucking
them.
care. I want Grifter.
Well, for all we know, he might. We still got 2 more issues left. He could still show up.
I'm gonna kick it. Well, that's still really cool though. Okay, that'll be the first one I read this week.
Yep. Actually, I got
Fan
into
service,
it.
that's probably right.
Yep, fan service. There you go.
What's this?
That's the image of her return.
Okay, all right. If you don't want to see it, oh my god, it's so good. I gotta share this. Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
And she may be the killer.
She looks phenomenal.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
I knew
I
you'd love
love
it.
it. Okay, I'm back excited again. Not mad about Grifter anymore. I was for a
Okay,
minute.
so you're number 3.
My number 3 is dun 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 Robin 16.
Oh, that was really good. That one was really good, and a great twist at the end.
Well, the great thing about it is I last time Robin came out last month,
Hmm.
I forgot to read it. So I was like, what the
Oh.
heck? So then I went through and I'm like, oh, okay. So I went right back through and read them both back to back.
Hmm.
I love Damien's girlfriend. Like,
Yep.
she is awesome. She is such one of the best newer characters in a
Yep.
while. She's great. And then like it was clear that like they were like that what is it, Lord Deadman?
Yeah, Lord Deadman. Yeah.
Was you like fucking with them?
Oh
But
yeah.
yet
Oh
they're
yeah. I thought for a moment, given the solicitation, that she was going to turn traitor. I did not realize. Oh, they're being played, and they just
Yep.
manipulated us in the solicitations.
I was gonna be pissed if she was actually a traitor, but no, I really, really like this book. This book is I think every time what are we up to? Like 16 now or something?
Thereabouts. Yeah.
This book every single time is really, really good. The art is always beautiful. It's still Gleb Mekhanov, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mekhanov. It's good every time. It's kind of that line, like me and Bianca talk every once in a while about how I don't like it too anime-esque. It's right on that line of
Hmm.
comic book and anime art that kind of flirt with that line. I love this book is good every time. Like one of the best ongoing, there's a couple better, but like it's always fun and it's always full of action. That's the greatest part about it.
Yep. So yeah, my number 2 is One Dark Night.
Oh my, I forgot to fucking read it.
Yep, we get things wrapped up. We find out who was behind everything. Oh, I just heard the cats.
Can you guys chill the fuck out just for a little bit?
But yeah, we find out what's going on with the kid. We find out what's going on with that I believe senator. They get them all apprehended. We find out everything comes to a head, and yeah, it basically they're able to get things resolved. And yeah, I just want to say the artwork by Jock is incredible. He's writing. I still think he needed someone to at least help him out a little bit, but for the most part, he's one of the better ones I've seen who's a writer artist duo. Oh, super chat.
Hey Gary, good morning. Um, what is it with WB casting British actors in Satanic Constantine, Lucifer, Sandman? What are they
That's where
trying
the
to say?
characters were from though. That's where the characters are
Yeah.
usually from. Constantine is definitely from, I mean, he's very British. Same with, and Sandman was, I think, because in the case of that, Gaiman's one of the ones who, and Alan Moore, well, Alan Moore's not British, but he's written a lot of stuff in with British characters.
Um, I guess I didn't even see the pattern. But yeah, I mean with Constantine it makes sense. I didn't know I haven't actually watched the Lucifer show.
Me neither.
I've heard good things about it. Sandman is coming out Friday. I am counting down the fucking days.
Mm.
I am so excited.
I've no,
Maybe they're just trying to say that British actors are awesome and they have great accents. I don't
yep. I
know.
would say when it comes to a British accent, they're both either incredible or can make you laugh your ass off if they do a joke.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't know Tom. What is it, Tom Sturgis?
Yeah.
Tom Sturgis. I didn't know he was. See, I don't know anything about these actors.
Mm-hmm. Oh, come on. Let's try and wrap up the top 5 so we can get the shredding the Clementine
Oh
book.
yeah.
So
But
you're
yes,
number
thank
2.
you so much, Gary. I have number 2, the penultimate issue of Swamp Thing.
Ah,
I
nice. Wait, that
I
wasn't
love
number 1?
No, actually, there's one that is better. Swamp Thing is always good. I really wish they weren't ending this series. It's really well done. I love Levi. Now we've got this kind of amalgamation of Levi being a Green Lantern, but also
Yeah.
we have the machinations that are taking over, and we've got the Walker back. Like, this is everything. When I had Ron V on, I asked him about the Walker. I fucking called it. I called the end of this story. Not the
Hmm.
end, but like parts of it. Um, and it's so nice to see this. I just wish they would extend it again. Like, I just don't want to see it to come to an end. And I love, can you guys chill out?
No, they can't.
No kidding. Hold on one second.
Oh wow! Oh wow! Cats are going crazy, everyone. And since I'm not seeing Joseph here, I'll just make the joke. Yeah, maybe she needs to feed him more.
Okay, I think they're chill for now. If not, I'll put them up.
Hopefully. Oh,
Um,
quick status rise. This week we're getting two Robins introduced in two different books: Flashpoint
hold on.
Beyond and
Hold on one second.
White Knight.
Hold the chat. Talk to the chat for a minute.
Okay. Well, yeah, like I was just saying, it looks like we've got two new Robins. You got a Robin introduced in Flashpoint Beyond, and the White Knight version that's going to be with Jason. Surprised no one's complaining about either of them. feed, feed them, Joseph, is what I said. But yeah, we
Okay,
got.
they are fed now.
Oh, so Joseph joke was right.
Yes. Good morning, Joseph. Good morning,
I'll
Laura.
just I'll just say this right. We got two new Robins being introduced, and yet no one's complaining about them, even though one of them's a girl
Give it time. Wait, who's the second one? I know White
in
Knight.
Flashpoint Beyond.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I guess I didn't realize that.
Yep,
Um,
I gotta say though that the White Knight versus new Robin, she's pretty sick.
isn't she? Isn't she? I thought she was like some sort of gigantic character's daughter or something.
I got actually I've only flipped through the artwork. I
Yeah,
haven't read
I gotta
through it yet.
look. I gotta look too. It's only Tuesday. Give us a break, people. Okay.
Yep,
Did you
I just
say
want to
your
say though,
number?
yeah, my number two, yes, and that was One Dark Night.
Oh yeah, duh. Okay, so Action Comics was your number one.
Oh yeah, my number one, yes, Action Comics, and I mean I agree with what you're saying, but I still feel it was still incredible. We're actually seeing Omec's poor decision. What happened with Light Ray?
Like, I have such a hard time with some of these names in these book. This book.
Well, yeah, but I feel so bad, especially when she's saying, like, I hope you're not really in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, was that this issue or that last issue where that was last issue where she said that? But yeah, but we're setting up. Apparently, there's someone who's the real master of War World, and yeah, we might find out who that is.
Yeah. And they're
So
figuring out how to maybe get some yellow sun in there or something.
exactly. So I
It
am.
is a good book. I don't mean to say anything bad about it, but now that I know it's wrapping up, I'm like,
Oh
I
yeah.
really want to know how this ends.
Also, we have the House of L ready to do battle with Conduit. I am so glad Conduit is back.
Conduit was a great callback.
A great villain who technically did die during his story, but who cares how they brought him back? He's back, and people have been wanting him back for decades.
I thought that was awesome. It kind of like brings back the nostalgia. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, and it's that outfit, that type of outfit that's very '90s, and yet it works.
Yes.
It's that timeless '90s that kind of like, Okay, it's that type of 90s that can still last beyond the 90s.
Yes, exactly. I love it. So, yes, number 1,
Yep.
I have Nightmare
Be right back. I'll be
Country.
right, you keep talking about it, I'll be right back. I got a
You're
doorbell.
fine, you're fine. So for my best book of the week, I have Nightmare Country. I am going to be reviewing issue 3 and 4 with Hooded Justice sometime this week. But this book is great. Like, they do a couple really great moments in this. They do a callback to the original Sandman with one of the characters in this that's kind of organizing things, and he's got this magazine, and they actually call it back to that really weird convention in the original Sandman, remember, where they were a bunch of murderers that got together. It was a serial convention, a serial convention. So they do a callback to that. But the end of this book is such a mic drop moment. Like, I'm pretty sure at this point we're going for anti-hero Corinthian. I'm pretty sure like they're doing sort of a Corinthian is, or the enemy of my enemy is my friend type thing, right? Where Flynn and Corinthian are gonna have to work together because agony and ecstasy are actually much worse than even the Corinthian is. And I think that's kind of cool, but also I'm at this point where I'm like, we've made this book's good. As long as it's done well, I'm good with it. The thing is, we've made so many villains anti-heroes. I hate to see the Corinthian made that way. I'm hoping there's a moment where, yeah, they help get rid of agony and ecstasy or whatever has to happen. But then they actually do, like, redeem him as a villain. You get what I mean? Like, the whole reason me and Bianca did that Bad Ideas was because
I'm back.
the villains seem to be disappearing, right? And I just don't want to see that happen to Corinthian. We need Corinthian to be Negan style evil. Are you reading Nightmare Country?
No, I am not. I'm flipping through it, but I have not been buying it.
I love Nightmare Country. It's so good.
Yep. But should we get into our main topic? What we're here to trash?
Yes, absolutely.
How could
We
they
are
do this
here
to
to
our
talk about.
girl? How could they do this
Okay,
to Clem?
first off, we need to talk about Clementine a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Which game is your favorite?
Ooh, the first one. I like all four of them, but the first one was the fourth one being close. Okay, it goes 1, 4, 2, 3.
Um, I would say you said 1, 4, 2, 3. Okay, I would
Yeah.
say
Three's my least favorite because Clem was barely in it, and I did not like a lot of the characters in it.
I've heard that complaint before. I disagree, but I've heard that before.
Hmm.
I would say 2 or no, 4, 2, 1, 3. But I love seeing Clem. I loved growing with Clem, right?
Hmm.
Seeing her age. But I also really enjoyed seeing her and that mentor mother.
AJ with AJ, yes.
Yes, I loved AJ as a character. You molded him. You were able to kind of
Oh
decide what
yeah,
kind of man he would become. And I thought that was a really good, even though she was only 17 years old, you know,
yeah.
um, it was really good. I love Clementine as a character. I love actually Clementine. I don't even know she Kenny is fucking awesome too. Like,
Man,
wait, what?
okay, I don't hate Kenny. Don't get me wrong. I do not hate Kenny, but there are some times where I just want to hit him.
What is wrong with you?
I said there are times where I want to hit him. I didn't say every time I want to hit him. I didn't say I want to put a bullet in his head. I just simply said there are times I want to hit him.
Okay, so at the end of 2, did you decide to let him kill Jane?
I did. Actually, I'm one of those guys who just do all the endings.
Okay, the first time then.
First time, yes, I did.
You let him. Okay, so then did you stay with Kenny instead of staying at the place?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good, good, good. You made
Second,
good
hold
decisions.
on,
I can approve.
second time around, though, I had him kill James, and I had Clem shoot him.
Kenny is love. Kenny is life. And you know why? You know why he's better than any other character besides Clem? All you gotta look at this
He's not better than
mustache.
Lee. He's not better than Lee.
So Robert decided he couldn't join us anymore. Kenny is God. I just want to make that clear.
Hey, hey, not funny, not funny.
What'd you think about Javier?
Javier, I thought he was, of all those characters in that season, he was probably the one I did like. Here's my problem with 3. I think 3 was trying to distance themselves from Clem, but also trying to fix a lot of the railroading mistakes they had in season 2. Because let's be honest, that was the problem with 2. A lot of railroading, where your choices really didn't matter.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
And
I
3,
did
I
like
mean, yeah, sorry.
No, I liked Javi a lot. I thought that you're right, it did try to distance itself, but I also felt like Javi and oh my god, what is her name? Kate?
Yeah.
They felt very real
Oh,
to
they
me.
did. They did feel it wasn't too. It wasn't a perfect relationship, but it wasn't too like why are they together?
Wait, I did not know this. Cartoon and Comic says they were doing a V for Vendetta one.
What?
That would have been
There was talks of them
awesome.
doing that. There was talks of them doing it.
That would have been awesome.
Oh yeah, I want to know what happened to Krista. I want to know what happened to Krista.
I wondered the same thing. Didn't when her and Clem got separated,
Yeah,
right
the
in the
only thing
beginning
we hear a
was
bit
a
of a
gunshot.
gunshot. There was a gunshot, and we heard a grunt, but we don't know. And they even Telltale were up in the air about it,
So they kind of left it ambiguously up to you.
just like they did with Lily.
And that's kind of who I thought was going to pop out in 4.
Yep. Now, to be fair, Lily was meant to actually be one of the characters from the comics. But
Fuck
then,
Lily.
what? Yeah, that
I
Lily.
I hate Lily.
Yeah, but that was who she was meant to be
Right.
but then Kirk decided to give the backstory to the governor, and they said, okay, different Lily.
I love that they brought in Jesus.
Oh yeah, with voiced by the guy who's Garrus from Mass Effect. Perfect voice.
Perfect. And then they bring him on the show too, which is
Mm-hmm.
awesome. I like that line where he's like, "Hi, I'm Pete, but my friends call me." Or is it Pete? No, it's not Pete. Is it Pete? Paul. Paul.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hi, I'm Paul, but my friends call me Jesus." And
Yep.
he's such like he's an awesome character. He really, really is. He's the only one that really like transcends everything that I can think of. He transcends the games, the comics, and the show.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Did you play Michonne or 400 Days?
Yeah, 400 Days, definitely. Michonne once.
Michonne was all right.
Yeah, but 400 Days, you feel bad for getting everyone to go in once you find out where they
Yeah,
went to. You're like, it's like, okay, never mind. I'm gonna go back and make sure they don't go there.
Clem would have that would have been so cool. Tyrone or Tyron, I'm sorry. Would have eventually ran it. Can you imagine? That would have been an awesome. Oh my god, they need to do a new game. So what? This is what I'm confused about. What happened to Telltale?
Okay, Telltale, after the success of Walking Dead, they started, they decided to stick to that formula that they did for Walking Dead. Before him, they were more traditional point and click games. They didn't have this whole your choices will matter.
Right.
The Jurassic Park game did have it be where you could die, but it wasn't your choices matter still. But then after that, they started to go out there and get as many licenses as they can and just start rapid firing them all out. But they weren't making as much money from them for the amount of money they were putting into these licenses.
Oh, Tyrone's right. I forgot about these two, Glenn and Herschel. You're
Oh
absolutely
yeah,
right.
they were
They're
also
on.
in season 1, the very first episode.
Yep, and then when Glenn leaves them in season 1, that's where he joins up in The Walking Dead. And Herschel talks about the death of his son in the.
We
Yep,
now we know what
absolutely.
happened. We know what happened there.
Yep. I forgot about that. But did the reason I ask about Telltale is because did they go out of
Yes,
business?
they went bankrupt. And Skybound bought the rest, and obviously brought they had the rights to the game because they own The Walking Dead, and thus they were able to get in the programming team for the final season to come back and wrap things up. Because yeah, they had literally just finished recording the episode for episode 2 of season 4 when the word came out.
That's such a shame too. Like, are
Well,
they
Melissa
done now?
Hutchison,
Like, as of right now, are they done? Like,
no,
no more games.
Telltale is back. Someone
Okay.
got the name. They're starting up a new season of Wolf Among Us.
Oh yes,
Uh,
you're right. I forgot about that.
yeah, no, Tyrone, Batman was not their last game. It was probably their last completed game, but Walking Dead was their last game.
Season 4, right?
Yeah, season 4
Okay.
was because they didn't, but then Skybound finished it. Skybound still has all the rights to that version of the Telltale games. I think some other rights have gone to other companies, but so far Telltale is trying to pick up where they left off and do it more properly and update their engine going forward, because that was the other problem. They just kept using the same engine that they've had for so long, to the point where it was so out of date.
I wonder if there's a possibility now that they've gotten Wolf Among Us 2 done that they could continue Clem's story.
No. Skybound
No,
owns the rights. They're not, and Telltale does not have the rights anymore.
son of a bitch.
It's all in Skybound's hands now.
So I know, but they worked together before. That's what I mean.
They did, but Skybound would have to give them the rights back to do more.
Well, that sucks.
No, but then Skybound did the definitive edition where it updated
Right.
all of the other games to match up with season 4's look.
I actually really liked the aesthetic in season 4. It was definitely my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
It was beautiful. That intro is one of the prettiest intros to any game. Oh, I love it. Like the bright orange or yellows and the flowers. Oh my goodness. I would love to see that. Oh, that sucks. That there's
Mm-hmm.
no chance.
Yeah. So far they still, and they've been able to re-release the Batman version where they did the Shadows edition where things are in black and white. And they've been able to retain the rights for they still retain Walking Dead and Batman. They still have those.
So they still
don't.
have Walking Dead.
No, sorry, not Walking. Wolf Among Us and
Oh,
Batman.
okay, Fable.
They lost they lost the licenses for Walking Dead, and what they were going to do Stranger Things. They lost that.
Oh, that would have been really cool.
So yeah, so far that's all they have so far is Batman and Wolf Among Us.
Oh yeah, Tevia said about Game of Thrones. Didn't they do a Game of Thrones
Yes,
game
they
also?
did, and it was all right, but it was a case where they had to work. They were able to get all the actors in, but they honestly weren't going to focus on that because you didn't want to derail the show.
Right. Well, and don't they have a Guardians of the Galaxy one also?
Yes, they did, and that was an interesting one because Thanos dies at the beginning, and he stays dead throughout the whole game.
I'll have to check those out. I really enjoy
Hey, I
Walking
got them on
Dead
my
games.
GOG
I
account,
mean,
and I could. Yep, I got them on my
Telltale.
GOG account, and I can share them with you guys and you.
Yeah, I really want to check them out because I really do like
The Telltale Batman,
the,
though, it's so phenomenal.
it is, and it was the first to do that whole like Thomas and Martha might not have been the golden parents that everyone thinks them as.
Oh yeah, and I also love how you can either have Batman, no matter what you do with Batman in there. Oh, super chat.
Daniela, thank you so much. Honestly, if I was the company, I'd see if the comics are successful. And if not, I'd claim it as a what if. Oh,
They're
yeah.
not going to do that. They're not going to do that, though.
That's the thing. Like, they say these Clem comics that we're going to talk about here in a minute are canon. And they're signed up for 2 more books, 3 books in total. And they are, I'm not kidding,
All the
Daniela,
fans are
I was so
outraged.
disappointed.
All the fans are outraged. I've not seen anyone say anything. The best I've ever seen them say is, "It's okay."
I mean, it's not though.
It's not. I'm just saying that's the best I've seen. But the majority say this is garbage. This is character assassination. This is reverting the character and everything.
Yeah. It's
Okay, let's just dive in.
yeah, I think that's a
Okay,
good point
let's
to
talk
dive
about
in.
at the end. By the end
Thank
of
you so
season
much,
4,
Daniela.
yep, by the end of season 4, Clem and AJ have found this little community at the school. Well
Yep.
defended, good group of kids. They do have to go through a bunch of,
Erickson.
yeah. They have to go through. They do go through a bunch of shenanigans. Now, it's in this season where it's confirmed that Clem is bi, because you can have a relationship with a guy or a girl.
Oh, who did you have a relationship with? Violet or Lewis?
Violet.
Me too. I loved Violet. She was that awkward, like, weirdo in the corner,
Mhm.
and that's like endearing. Like, I was like, Violet's
It felt
awesome.
like her
And then
type.
look at the stars. It's so sweet.
She felt like Clem's type to me more so than Lewis.
Actually, initially, I was like, Lewis is a really, like, he's funny, he's
Hmm.
charismatic, he's all of these things. Maybe that's maybe we should go for the weird. Clem would go for the weird.
True, but but by the end of it all, Clem got bitten in the foot, and thus you think like,
I cried.
oh no. But this time they got her limb off soon enough.
Well, I don't know if it was that or because was it Lily that got her leg?
No,
Who
AJ,
chopped her leg?
no, AJ chopped it.
Oh, no. When they're on the bridge,
Oh,
we see
yeah,
Minerva.
yeah. Oh,
She she
what guys? What did you do? Did you convince AJ that he'd be able to do the right call and he shoots the one kid? Because I hate to say it, that kid was a load. That kid needed to go.
10.
Yeah,
Yeah, I trusted AJ.
so did I. Because I'm sorry, as much as that was bad, that kid was a load. That kid was a load.
Yes, 10 was something else. Like I felt bad. I wanted to take care of him, but
Now you
I
can't in
also
this. You can't in the
yeah,
apocalypse.
yep. Tyron says Lewis and Clem's relationship felt cuter. I didn't go back through, so I'm gonna have to go back through and
I
now
would
and
have to as
see.
well. I would have to as well.
Violet seemed better with Minnie. Did we never got to see Minnie? Did we?
Not
Wait,
much, no.
wait. Okay, hold on. Let me use my brain here. Minerva was the girl at the end, right, with the shaved head.
Yeah,
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure,
I'm
but
pretty sure. Yeah.
she gets her leg with an axe. That's
Yep.
when she gets bit on that kind of fleshy part. So we don't know if she kind of saved her life
Perhaps, but
because there's no way it was quick enough because you have to do it almost immediately.
but it was still much quicker than Lee getting his arm sliced off if you took that option. Oh, we got
Yes,
another one.
Gary, thank you so much. The DCU EU is always one step behind. The only thing they did first was Atlantis and female-led movies. So, because Blade will be shit, because it has to be family-friendly. DC should
Mm,
make a rated R iVampire or iZombie. Oh, that would be cool. Yes, I would say one step behind is being very nice. They are
yeah,
many steps behind the MCU.
right.
Yeah, they did Wonder Woman. I would say Wonder Woman and Atlantis first, very, very well.
Thankfully, because of that, now they have to change Namor's origin because of that.
Yeah. Are they doing Blade as a PG-13? That
I
can't
haven't heard.
be.
I have not heard one way or the other.
Yeah.
I will wait and see until we get an actual official word on it. Remember, a lot of these movies they don't know what's going to be rated until right at the 11th hour.
That's true. That's true. I don't know how they could do it with having a P. I don't know. I don't.
All right. But anyway, let's finally dive in.
Yes. Wait. Hold
Oh,
on.
no. Oh,
What I Vampire? Who else? Who was the guy from DC vs Vampires in the beginning?
Oh, that was I Vampire.
That was I Vampire.
That was
Okay, I
Andrew
just
Bennett.
wanted to
That was
make
Andrew
sure.
Bennett. That was Andrew Bennett.
Yep. That would be awesome. That would be so great. And they could use cameos. Oh, yes. Absolutely good idea, Gary.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Thank
Oh
you
yeah.
so
So
much, by the
by
way.
the end of it all, Clementine is staying at the school. They finally, this whole time, this whole all the seasons, she's been finding a place to settle down in, for where she and AJ can be safe, protected, not go insane from loneliness, and a good, healthy community that has no sign of deteriorating.
Yes.
Now, Clem has you
Somewhere
know, her leg's
stable
been
for
taken.
AJ.
Yep, her leg is gone, so she's on crutches, and but she's happy. She's happy and content with AJ and her new friends. That's where
I
we
would
left
say
off.
she's I would say she's almost more like not even just happiness. She feels like she belongs. She feels like
Exactly.
this is a place she can call home, and it's not a place where she like for me with Lee, the advice I gave was just keep moving.
Oh yeah,
So, it felt like a really good, kind of cap to that
it
because now
did.
she doesn't have to keep moving.
Yeah, 'cause this felt like this is the most secured place. You have a school with a brick fence, so the only way through is through the one. It's through the gate.
Yep,
There's no
and
holes in it. There's no holes in this fence in this brick wall. Thankfully.
it's like a lot of all these kids that are around them have lost so much just like her. They've all gone
I mean,
through
I've
so much.
actually never, and her turning is never an option.
Yeah,
And there's
um,
never an ending.
I actually thought that she would turn, during that
Yeah.
part,
Oh yeah.
and I was unable to function. I am not kidding, like,
Oh, I
I
agree.
was I was bawling my eyes out, bawling. It's such a good game. These games are they've done such a good job at building up these characters, and then you have Tilly come in.
Oh gee. Okay, let's start first with the Skybound #1 slash Free Comic Book Day story.
Yes, that was in Skybound did what, 6 of those?
Six of those. There was an anthology, and the first one of issue had the Clementine story. Oh, that Rick Grimes 2000 story that I still recommend.
Oh, yeah. But that basically
She leaves,
it she was going to leave all of this that we've talked about
and she
without saying
tells
goodbye.
AJ and I'm sorry, Tilly did not understand the when Clementine would use the word goofball. She just kept on having to say goofball multiple times. Like, no, no.
No,
Clementine
it's
says
yeah.
goofball in specific moments, not every single word.
Yes. And it was always just this cute little term of endearment to, kind of make them smile. And, usually AJ
Yeah.
would push back, but it was just this cute little thing they had. This woman was
Okay.
going to make
Fine.
Clem leave
Yeah. And here's the
without saying goodbye. And you have Rosie too. Did she forget about Rosie?
Yep.
Completely forgot about the
They
dog.
just focus on AJ. They just focus on AJ. That was it.
What about and either whichever side you chose, whether it was Lewis or Violet, they
Uh,
weren't even talked about.
yep. But now that goes with the phrase known as cutting the knot, where you make a definitive decision. And but here's the thing, though. Why should we bother with either of those love interests when she's going to introduce a much superior love interest? Oh, that just happens to look like her.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
kidding.
mean,
I'm
not
not kidding.
really.
Rika looks quite a bit like Tilly.
A little bit. A little bit. I'll give you that. But regardless, like I
And now
calling him a
and
baby is wrong. Yes, absolutely, Tyron.
yeah,
AJ is far even though AJ is young. And he
he's
is.
like, how
He's
old is
grown up in
AJ?
this world. He knows wrong from right for the most part, right? He's still learning, of course, but everyone's still learning in that
He's
world.
only 5. He's only 5 by Walking Dead, but you wouldn't know it. You would think he was
Wait, I
10.
thought he was 6.
Oh yeah, 6. But yes, either way though, you would think he was,
10 or 12. Like, yeah, he's very mature for his age. He is not a baby, nor would she ever look at him like he's a baby. You
It's like,
literally get the option to trust this little boy.
yep, and it's like what Carl once said. Um, a baby born into this world is going to be so much better off because they're going to only know the Walking Dead. They're not
Yes.
going to then think about the old times and everything. And I hate to say this, but AJ's the prime example of that.
Out of curiosity, who do you think AJ's father is?
Ooh, that I think it's Alvin. I think it was Alvin.
I do too. Because,
He's too much like his dad. There's too
yeah,
much of his dad in him compared to Carver.
Carver was so cutthroat and
Oh,
terrible. I don't see AJ
did you have
ever being
Clem?
that way.
Did you have Clem watch the whole time?
Yeah. Oh, fuck yes.
Yes, I did too. I'm just like, she needs to. She needs to.
Yep. And I love how, what is it, later in the episode, or it may have been a flashback, Kenny was like, I did that for you. Like,
All right,
so
guilty. Yeah,
Alvin was his dad. I agree. I just think that he was too good of a kid to be Carver's.
exactly. Now, even on the Walking Dead wiki, it says it could be either or.
Yeah. So then basically she's going to okay, first off, the logic isn't there.
Not in that. Yeah, sorry.
Clem is new, very new to her prosthetic leg.
Yep.
Surviving on your
Didn't
own
even have a
is so
prosthetic leg yet.
hard.
She didn't even have the prosthetic leg yet. She just had the crutches.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. Absolutely right. Thank you so much, Daniela. My cat just ran by like a freaking crazy person. You can tell this woman
Mm-hmm.
only really knows the game superficially and does not care for the original source material. God, it's like the
Admit it.
DCEU all over
She
again.
admitted it in an
It is.
interview. She just did a playthrough or a quick playthrough with it, and basically decided she's openly admitted when she does a lot of her books, she adds a lot of autobiographicalness to it. So in this case, she had a lot of stuff in the Clem.
So she admitted in interviews
Mm-hmm.
that why would you admit that, for one? Two, why would Skybound hire her knowing, like, I'm not saying you always have to hire super fans or you always have to hire these people, but
Okay,
you probably should at least have
Okay,
somebody that's familiar with the material.
yep, Hominid's Clem leaves the school, leaves AJ, leaves everyone behind. Oh, we got another one.
Gary, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Daniela. I'm biased because I vampire in English,
It's
like
English.
Blade.
It's English.
Is English like Blade. He has lots of power and he has a love-hate relationship with the Queen of Vampires because she turned him. I would love to see that story. You're
Mm-hmm.
absolutely right, Gary. That would be.
Oh yeah, I want to know
They
what
could
happened to Molly
compete.
as well. I want to know what happened to Molly as well.
Wait.
From season
Thank you
one.
so much, Gary. What?
Molly.
Remind me, who's Molly?
Molly was the one that when she would scale the walls with that climbing thing and use the bells, the ring, and all that to distract the walkers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we never heard anything.
Yeah, yeah. Now, granted, she could die in there, but most of the time you don't. And I always helped her and found out about her sister and everything, and it was just like, oh.
Yeah, I forgot all about Molly. But yeah, they do leave a couple of them ambiguous, but like,
But yeah,
see,
but
I
we don't see him here once she leaves. Uh, I mean, and then that she's faking the heartstrings, being like, "Oh, it's so sad she's leaving AJ's." Like she doesn't know the character. And then you want to know the dumb part? You want to know why she left? It's revealed in the book. I'll just say it right here and now. It's the dumbest thing.
it's so dumb. Go ahead.
She felt like after she lost her leg that she was a liability, that everyone was treating her differently, that they thought that she would bring them down, and she's just a liability. And it's just And the writing makes it seem like, oh, it was a fact.
Yeah. Instead of it actually being like a thought. No. For one, nobody in that group would ever look at her as a liability. They look
Never.
at her like family. For
Exactly.
two, I'm sorry, but since the New Frontier, I mean, since Alvin's birth, basically,
She's done
or Alvin
everything.
Jr.'s birth, her whole life, she
Yeah.
dedicated to that child.
Mama bear,
She would
mama
never.
bear.
Yes, exactly. She went into, oh, I forget the place that was burning that you go to. I forget the name, but went in
Oh,
there.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God, when I saw him in that locker, oh my God, heart
Oh, yeah.
breaking. And she risked life and limb to get this little boy back. Risked life and limb to
Raised
find
him
him a
for
stable home.
raised him for 4 years on her own. Longer if you didn't
Young.
go with, and she raised him his whole life if you didn't go with anyone.
It was absolutely, if you could make, like, you know how sometimes people go through on like Let's Plays and stuff and make all the bad decisions?
Oh, yeah, like Mass Effect, you always do the renegade stuff or,
Yes. This is what this book is. All the
it's
bad
all
decisions.
everyone's dead. The only thing that seemed to be going around with is Kenny. That's the only good one. And but the other thing is you have one that okay, the start of the book. You wanna show them? You wanna start loading up the pages?
Yeah. I got it pulled up here. I don't have the
They come upon a bunch of well, we're not going. We already ranted about that prequel story. We don't need to go over
yeah,
it.
I don't have that pulled up. But I want to show this one page.
Remember that? Remember the ones I showed you a while back about her meeting an Amish group, and she's like,
Yeah,
"Oh, my
that day it
period,
came out,
my
you showed me.
yep, oh, my period came early. That's why I grunted." It's like, what?
Well, okay, let's be fair here.
Mm-hmm.
They
I mean, why would they
did
write in the story?
in the story. Oh my gosh. Is it after the Lee flashback?
I think so.
Yeah, I think I'm getting close. I should have had it pulled up. Sorry, guys.
It happens. It happens.
When they're in the room with the doctor,
Oh yeah.
basically it's the first time she gets her period. She doesn't know anything about it. So, um uh, she gets pads. Like that's it. It's not even
Mm-hmm.
Javi says that basically I can have Kate talk to you about it, right? I can
Mm-hmm.
have Kate talk to you about it. That's it. Like little girls, that kind of stuff happens. But in nowhere would she say, I made a sound. I was surprised. My period came a little early.
Yeah.
For one, good morning, GT Beck. For one, you're not just standing. That's just not how it works. Like, you're not like standing there and you're like, oh, ding, 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 my period came. That's not how life works. You don't just stand there and go, okay, here's my alert, my period's here. Like, nor would she make a sound because she got, oh, jeez.
You hear me, right? My audio still working? It went out for a
Yes,
second.
yes.
It went out for a second, so I wanted to make sure.
No, you're good now.
Mm-hmm.
But this is just absolutely ridiculous. Like,
These girls, and why do I have a feeling like this? The way they're dressed is
they're
meant to be a
Amish.
nod. Yeah, they're the Amish, yeah, but part of me feels like it's also meant to be a nod to the Handmaid's Tale almost.
I wondered that myself. I
Uh,
actually did wonder that myself. But like, you can see here,
mm-hmm.
this is what the art style is like the whole time.
Rough.
It's very rough. Like, I don't mind the black and white, obviously, because Walking Dead was in black and white, but it's not good art. It's just not good art.
It's not.
It's really a shame too, because Clem was such a pretty character, beautiful character. Like, I always felt like, this is gonna be a weird question. I guess I should have looked it up instead of asking. But is she like Blasian, black and Asian.
That's what the rumors are. There are people
That's what
who
I
have
thought.
thought that. I mean, if you look at her parents, they both look black with what little we could see, but some people have
Wait,
assumed
how? How did you see them?
when you see them after they've turned.
Oh, yeah, well, that's really hard
And
to tell
their
because they've
photo
turned.
and the family photo.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know. She is such a beautiful girl. This does not
Mhm.
do any sort of justice.
It doesn't. And in fact, it takes this woman over a year to get the artwork going. It's like, really?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. Well, that's why there's a big year gap. But yeah, the whole reason why they're here is so she can get her prosthetic.
Yes. And she eventually does get her prosthetic, and it's well done and everything else, but like,
Probably the only good thing about this. Oh, and she
yeah,
names it. She does give it a name.
I love the name.
She names him Kenny. Of
She
course.
named it Kenny. She named it Kenny. The art sucks. It looks like doodles. It does.
It
It
does.
doesn't look like The Walking Dead that we've all loved. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but it is. Oh, it's such a shame. It really is. So she gets her prosthetic basically from these people here. Well, not these people here, but their town. And
Mm-hmm.
how is this town existed?
I have no
There
idea.
there's no walls or anything around it, and they're just like safe.
Why don't we show them? Why don't we show them?
I will, but I don't want to get in trouble because I'm using a certain website that I'm not supposed to be using.
Oh. Well, I got a certain website as well that I'm. Hold on. I could share instead. Oh, got another one.
Aha, Daniela, thank you so much. She missed the point of bad choices. They're meant to make the player feel like crap. Fallout and Undertale are good. Oh
Oh
yeah, like
yeah.
have you ever trying to do the pacifist run into Undertale is, oh my goodness, good examples. It's meant as a punishment. Absolutely. She missed the point and made them all, Daniela. I am not kidding. It's
Exactly. I got you.
horrific.
I got the image.
Thank you so much, Daniela. Okay.
Yeah, look
Okay,
at
so
this.
here's the
I mean,
town.
it looks beautiful, but you're like, this isn't sustainable. Not for this long.
No, and in fine, I can, pretend that this could exist. But
Mm-hmm.
like also they never make mention of, one big thing in The Walking Dead is how you're going to,
Deal with the walkers.
sustain life, deal with the walkers, keep supplies, medicine, those kind of things. And the doctor just like has everything. It's cool. Okay, fine. Fine,
And there
fine,
are, and
fine.
granted, there are some groups, some locations that just happen to have a lot of those, but not
Right.
this late in, not this late into the into everything. The early days, yes. This late into it, no. I mean, my only guess is she's probably trying to go was they're Amish. They have their way of making it all.
Right. And that's fine, but like, okay, whatever. So this kid,
Oh yeah.
she stays
Yep.
one night, and then decides it's time to leave. Like, she just got her prosthetic. She doesn't really know how to use it well, anything like that. But it's okay because reasons. And
Yep. Just keep moving.
that's what
She didn't
I
even stay a night.
picked
She
for
didn't even
Kenny
stay a
to
night.
say.
She didn't even stay a night.
Oh, I thought she stayed one
Oh
night.
no, no, she goes into the trees to sleep.
Why would
I mean, it makes sense to go into the trees because they can't get you.
you just not stay there?
I don't know, but we didn't see Amos.
Okay, Amos is super annoying at first.
Oh yes.
But he's also a bit of a saving grace. He's also so happy and cheerful and naive in this world
But he's
that's
that
so
right
fucked
balance.
up. It's nice.
But he's one of that fine balance of keeping his
Yes.
optimism, but not being annoying about it. But he's also, and he's not the load either.
And honestly, I don't mind Amos. I
Mhm.
mind what they do to him, and we'll get to that in a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But um Clem does kind of do that whole "I'm gonna protect you" thing also with Amos. Like, at least she got that, but
Mhm.
the protection should have been with her community.
Yep. But, yeah, he basically feels like he's gonna be rewarded with a plane flight.
A what? Oh yeah, that's the whole thing. Like,
Mhm.
he had. So I this was really hard to understand at one part. He didn't doesn't he say two guys came by?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I do like how the idea of Clem just casually dealing with the zombies, the walkers. That makes sense. That's where she kind of was by season 4.
Yeah, but they don't really show a lot of that.
You're right.
Um, why would she hold her hat on Amos, but not? Why would she hold her hat on Amos, but not AJ though? I just reasons.
Yeah.
But Amos is a good pretty decent character. He says two guys came through this town
Mm-hmm.
and had been able to have something printed with a picture on it and promised if he went there that he would get a plane flight.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I know. Like what?
Um okay. So he ends up they go
They're just going forward. They're going north.
yes, north. They go through Vermont. They go and they this is what was so confusing. He says it was two guys, and
Mm-hmm.
then we meet these people,
And they're two
and they just
girls.
start. Well, yeah, but I didn't know that they were calling themselves left and right for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and then at one point I thought they said Georgie, so I thought it
Georgia,
was,
Georgia, Georgia.
and I was like, okay, so this is these two guys. Come to find out, like 50 pages later, they're girls.
Yep.
Like that's how bad the art is.
Mm-hmm. We'll get there. We'll get there.
It is
Oh, should have
that
said.
bad.
Oh, geez. Bunch of other people were there. Should have stayed on my own. Ooh.
Yeah, she's kind of a dick, but like
I'm not
he
going.
wants to give her
But he said
he
he'll
wants
come
to
with
give
you.
her the
He leaves.
horse.
Yep. He said, yeah, he just leaves them behind. So he says, I'm coming with you.
No, I thought
So he said, I'll come with you. We're going in the same direction. So he just leaves those people behind.
yeah, it's so weird. Like I said, it's every bad decision.
Hmm. But at the same
Every
time, though, it's the
single
railroad.
one.
This feels so much like the stuff out of season 2, where no matter what decision you make, you get railroaded. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave Amos. Oh nope, Amos wants to stick around with you, so he's coming anyway.
Yeah, it was really really disappointing. Skip to where they get to Vermont.
Yep. Okay, this was actually good artwork.
Okay, yeah, there was some flashbacks. The flashbacks were the best part.
Or flash
Um
forwards, or flash forward.
wait, what?
This year,
See,
this is
this book is so bad. I should not be this fucking confused by this book. It is that bad. I like cannot stress.
yep. But yeah, they made it. They make it there.
There is a flashback with Lee.
Oh, we do. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
If we keep pushing north, maybe
Bullets.
see Canada. Do you know any Canadians? Nope. Oh, and there's the left.
Isn't this where they meet Rika too or no?
Yeah, Clementine, you've been my angel. Thanks for taking this journey with me. Amos, be careful, okay? Oh, I gotta make this clear. Yeah, Melissa Hutchinson's not a fan of this at all.
Who?
The voice for Clem, she is not a fan of this
Oh, has
at
she been
all.
public about that?
More like she's teased it. Like this one guy I watched, Dom the Bomb. He has made some
Oh
Instagram
yeah.
stuff, and she has liked those. The
Ah
stuff
ha
where he's
ha.
crashing. So she hasn't flat out demonized it, but you
Right.
probably can read between the lines. Oh, there they
Okay,
are.
this is what I was talking about. Do
Yeah,
you see this artwork here?
yeah. They look
It
either
looks
like,
I thought it was two boys.
mm-hmm. And they go by left and right.
Left and Right is their name for a while, because they're twins.
Yeah, they say no names. Well, that leg work in the snow looks sturdy. Yeah, for now it does. I'm not being someone who can't pull their weight. Pull their weight stuff. Is that a
Yeah, so
religious
she
choice? Well, we find out Amos is Christian later on.
I mean, I think that was kind of
Oh
implied
yeah.
anyway. Um,
My leg isn't the problem here.
no,
Clementine isn't actually coming, then settled that. Like, wait, oh yeah, she just was trying to get him there.
yeah, and she just stays because she cares for Amos now at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine. I cared for Amos at this point. That was about the only character I really did. Well, we'll get to one more later,
Oh
but
yeah, but Rika, I can't stand Rika.
Rika is the self-insert character we were talking about
Mhm.
earlier.
Yep,
Unisex,
they're wrong about
exactly.
you. Amos, I don't care. Well, I do. They don't see your capabilities. A gross misjudge of bang. Thanks for this. Help me get on the lift, would you?
That looks like a dude.
It does.
They look androgynous
Oh,
at
they shot the
best.
horse.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, look,
For the
Helen.
meat.
Look at him.
Good morning, Saggy.
Look how upset he is.
Wait, I cosplayed as Clementine. And who's they? They was told I couldn't because Clementine wasn't black, even though she is. Well, she is.
Yes.
Who told you couldn't play as Clementine? Anybody. I hate that. I do hate that. Like, I don't care if you are black or white. If you are cosplaying, it shouldn't matter. It's the fun in it.
Yep.
Goodness gracious. I want to see your cosplay, Saggy. I want to see it. I bet you look
Oh,
adorable.
but look how Clementine's right. Like she didn't know. She's trying to, yeah. Like I know it's weird. Just Helen meant a lot to Helen. I asked nicely. Now listen. Leave the horse. If we
They
start
just fucking shot the dog.
a horse, well, in this case,
Or
horse,
the horse. They just shot it.
and she's
Jesus
dismissing it.
Christ.
Now I do like Clementine. I asked nicely. Now listen. Now that does feel like Clem a little.
Yeah, I agree. So we've
I
got
get
the
my
two boy
sister
girls.
ate your pet hamster. What? Or
Yeah.
ate our pet hamster when things go bad.
Well, I think they're trying to show that the one sister is unstable.
Oh yeah, Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia.
And that's what makes her like, I can't leave you alone with them. And
Yeah.
aw.
They're so sweet. They kind of set it up that there's gonna be a romance.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just not.
Nope. Instead, they start to set up the romance with Amos and one of the other sister.
No.
Yeah,
Rika.
they do. No, I said Amos. They start to pair him
Oh,
up
yeah.
with Olivia. But yeah, they're on the this lift, and ooh, they jump right off. There's Rika.
There's Rika. Yeah. Oof.
Rika. Clementine. Funny name, Clementine. Never met a Rika before. Not surprising. I always have a funny name. I'm Amos.
I feel like Clementine went super emo with this.
Yeah.
All right, skip forward a little bit so we can get through, because I want to make sure we go through the James stuff and all that.
Yeah.
Basically what happens is they stay in this place.
Yep.
And it gets the avalanche falls on them.
Oh, here's
so
the
here's the Lee flashback. Yes. Oh, this is sweet. Show this.
Hi, Clementine. I'm Lee. How old are you? 8. You've been through all this? Yeah. I want my parents to come now. Oh
It's
no.
so sweet.
Might be a little while.
That is a good that is sweet because she had those dreams, right? Where she actually talked to,
especially in 4.
To him. Yeah, that one in 4 was so good.
Oh, but yeah, the snow comes through, which does get a callback later.
Right.
When does the sun come out? I think it already did. We just can't see it. I can believe that.
This is another part that I was confused. I'm like, they just had an avalanche, but now
they're patching the roof.
They're right back to work. Like, I get it, you have to do it, but it was just like she doesn't understand. Like,
wait, this is technically my first job. What do you call doing all the heavy lifting for everyone in the other season? Those were jobs.
It just the pacing in this was so bad.
Mhm.
So bad.
Yeah, so she heads off, it's like, "Oh, yeah, you gotta try the snowmobile," things like that.
Oh, yeah, they have, like, a joyride.
Mhm. "You do not want me behind the wheel." Ooh, given how they said Kenny was important and given how Kenny died, that's
Yeah,
probably a
that's I thought that's what I thought it was a reference to because it as awful as it was kind of Clementine's fault when it came to Kenny dying. Ah!
Yep.
Kenny was the best. Rika looks like a boy, kinda. Absolutely.
Yep. Dude, it is so clearly self-insert. Yeah, well, I'm Christian. All right, are you religious? I think I'm the last Sephardic Jew left, though there weren't many of us to begin with. But wouldn't your family also be? Amos, don't pry.
They killed Kenny, that's right. It's too soon, Shane.
Oh,
It's too soon!
so yeah, that was part one. Going into part two.
And this is where Amos gets sick, right?
Yep, because of the snow and everything. Now they're trying to
So he
learn how to read. Good with what? Like, do you know this one? Improb. No, I don't. I'm pretty sure she knows what she should know what improbable means.
that was ridiculous. She was don't you remember in 4 her teaching AJ,
Yeah.
teaching him how to read? It wasn't
Oh, it was an
it
improbable romance. He was a country boy, and she was a city girl.
she would have known she wasn't dumb. This made it seem like she was dumb. This book has barely little to no zombies. That exactly.
Yeah.
It's so
Oh, we find out Rika has 36 glasses because she needs backups. Okay, that makes sense.
yeah, a
Yeah,
backup is like 1 or 2 pair. Why do you need 36 pair of
well,
glasses? Like
because if you're gonna keep traveling and you don't know where there might be another town.
and Amos has what, 16 shirts or something?
Yep, but yeah, Clem thinks she heard a walker. They think she's freaking out and everything. Um,
Like,
oh, there's with Rika again. Like, this is no place for a nap. You'll freeze to death faster than you realize. Where'd you
shut
get?
up, Rika.
I know. Where'd you get those? Smoking. I have a stash. I'd offer you one, but you're needed inside. But yeah, this is where Amos has the fever and everything. So they decide to
Yep.
head out and get the portable generator for the other lift. It's been broken, keeping us from hunting the other peak. But they finally managed to fix it so they can get it over there. So the two of them decide to carry it over to the lift. But when they get there, the bridge is completely out. Oh yeah. Um, I came here to
It's so
learn how to build
stupid.
houses, not die for a portable generator. That's why you're here. There's no shortage of houses out there, you know. I know that, but every building is rotting like the dead. Is it so wrong to want to start over?
I mean, no, but like also shut up.
Yeah. So they decided to try and use the to lean that to slide it down and over. But
Boom.
yep. Although and then they fall down. There are walkers down there.
So
And,
this was also super confusing too. It was extremely this is where James comes in, right?
Tim.
Or Tim, whatever.
Yep. Look out. Well, I mean, it's meant to show that Rika can fight, but
Yeah, but did you even see him get bit in this?
we'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay, I want you to look at that part because it was so
I know they lied to us. No
bad, so
walker.
bad.
The walkers are all down there. I have 1.5 legs. Yeah, but that prosthetic is the prettiest one I've ever seen. You ever gonna tell me its name? Well, it's broken now, so clearly naming it was a bad idea. Uh,
Kenny.
I know. Who knew there would still be moody teenagers? Moody, aren't you? I'm 19. That's very different from 17. I'm perfectly balanced. Shut up! In balance, you just hide it well. See, they're them clearly
Show
falling
the
for each other.
show the part.
Okay, I'm getting to it.
Slowpoke.
Sorry.
No, Tim was a decent character also.
Oh,
Oh, we got a flashback with AJ.
are you gonna make me say it, AJ?
It's too soon. It's too soon to see that. It's so sad.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think I missed the part where she brought up about Kenny, but yeah, she's climbing up. She's going to climb on up there with the knife. So this is where Rika goes.
Fuck
She leaves
Rika.
and Clem is making her way through, and she
Yeah.
starts to have a vision what she thinks is Lee. It's not, yeah, she starts smashing them all.
Oh yeah,
Lee,
yeah, yeah.
I can't.
Isn't this where she gets mad at Lee?
That's later. This is the point where
Okay.
she's more just, imagine like it's tied up here. Can you crawl? Okay, yeah, go on. Here's where she stabs. Then there's like, it's okay, be quiet. They're all so frozen. They move slow. Yeah, I never see him get grabbed or bit or scratched or anything.
Yeah, because they established in the beginning the reason why they're in this snow and cold weather is because there's no walkers. But
The walkers
this
are
is
down in the
the
caverns.
yeah, exactly.
And your cheek, yeah, it got me, did it? I it.
Where the fuck did it get you? I was so confused.
I know. But yeah, basically, this is the point where she brings up about everything, and he tells her pretty much, "Get over it."
Yeah.
That's the whole point of this. Is her basically saying how they're talking about the pain about with her leg and all that, and then they finally bring up like, on. I've done that already. Groups, camps, towns, hell, even cities. And it's all the same. You find people, you survive together as long as you can, but you're really just waiting, killing time until it falls apart. And falling apart isn't always something that happens. It's a feeling that makes you want to run. I came north to be alone, to live like you. Like me, you should want a lot more than this. The only thing I to want anymore is to not get bit. Like, well, if that's true, then just stay put and I'll finish you off. No use waiting in there, is there? That's not what I mean. All you kids growing up in this, you give the dead too much power. They're
He says
distracted.
kids. They're 2 years difference.
Yeah. And how can you say that you're dying? I'm not dying because of that creeper. I'm dying because I have a soft spot for kids who need help. You shouldn't have. Don't say that. You'll break my heart. Seriously, I mean, this is a very good scene, but it's
Yeah.
only here because I.
This is a
Oh, it turns out this guy's gay. He had a husband.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yep,
I
we've
didn't
been
even
married
realize
a
that.
week when all this and went to shit. He lasted all of
Aw.
five
See, this
minutes.
is what I mean. This is a good character, and of course they're like, bye-bye.
Yep, you kids have one of the biggest advantages in human history. Everything you need already exists. Granted, the dead broke a lot of shit, but you have a chance to rebuild the world into something better.
I mean, not kinda, I guess. I
I
guess.
mean, we know eventually in Walking Dead they do eventually do that.
What, he's gay, woke? Well, then all of every single Walking Dead story is woke.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
But yeah, she then leaves, meets up with Rika. Oh yeah, yeah. She named it's named Kenny. Like I said, the
I
generator went.
love it.
The generator went to pieces. They climb up there. She doesn't bring up about Tim. They make it there. Amos's fever broke. They said they ran into a bunch of walkers. When asked where did you get the hatchet, she found it. Okay, in the lovely chasm we fell into. Um, and basically he gave it to me. Mentions about Tim. Rika's all confused about that. Georgia is gonna be like, tell me where the
Oh yeah,
chasm.
because they know him.
Yep. Oh yeah, and that's the other thing. Tim revealed that the twins have been doing this for a long time.
Freaking idiots.
Yep. But then afterwards, after they left, let Clem rest a moment. Again, I love Amos. He's so sweet, but
Amos is so sweet. This book is such a shame. The good characters that they created,
mm-hmm.
they throw away.
Oh yeah, Rika, you met someone who knows the twins. Chat him up, watch him die, take his shit, and you don't mention to me at all? F you!
Yeah, fuck you.
Yep.
Fuck you, Rika.
You could at least pretend to trust me. I don't need a girlfriend to know you or to know all your secrets. Just, God, I sound stupid. You do.
Yes,
A
yes,
heads up might
absolutely.
be nice. Really? Why should you care? And then, of course,
Like she's so entitled.
I've gotten worse at being with people. I was fearless when I was younger, cool even. I thought you were supposed to get better at things when you're older. Tell my eyes that.
Oh, it's so bad. It's this bad, guys. Like, we're not even being hyperbolic.
Nope. Yeah, Georgia shows back up. They're still trying to work on stuff. Amos is actually working on the lift, is able to get things fixed up. Um,
Oh, yeah, they do get it.
yeah, this is where we still say left and right and everything, but we eventually find out their names are Georgia and Olivia.
Yeah.
And it turns out Olivia is actually able to work on getting the alternator working. And they basically find out that Olivia, they want to leave. Georgia though is
Olivia
not
is
going.
also fucking crazy.
Oh no, Georgia is.
Or Georgia, whatever.
Olivia
Left
is
and right. I fucking hate these
right.
characters.
Crazy. Right is crazy. But yeah, but can you help me, Clem? Did she tell you what? If she found Tim? No, but I don't want to know. Doesn't matter anymore. We're going to leave. What? Me and Amos. Oh, once they're done here, we're going. Where? His town. He said it's really safe. Going back to the Amish town. Your sister? She can't know, Clem. It's okay. I won't say a word.
Go faster.
Okay.
I want to get to the part about Amos.
Okay. Well, oh, yeah, they're deciding to leave, and then they're trying to find Rika and Amos. They do meet up with them. Everything seems so beautiful.
Clem looks ugly.
Yeah.
Everybody looks horrible. Okay.
But then they soon they have a brief bit where it's like, if I wanted to flirt, I do more than lean. It's what? My eyes. Everything started getting blurry. Amos shoves Amos right into the pit.
Fucking cunt. Literally the only character that is decent.
Because
She takes him and kills him.
Because he was going to take Olivia away.
Because that's what she thought.
I haven't seen you in so long, Lee. I
I
know
love
we don't
this,
have
though.
much time. Can I ask you something? Ask me anything, Clementine. Will the pain ever stop? But yeah, they're trying to get away from her, which they do, and then yeah, I can't run anymore. They want to go get Olivia.
Stupid. I hate this so much.
They want to go get Olivia, and so once they start to, I just wanted to talk to Leah. Yeah, after I lost my leg, everything felt different. No one said it, but I could feel it. They thought I was a liability. But I think the real issue was that I couldn't talk to any of them about it. They were all around my age, and I just wanted to talk to Lee about it. Someone older, and I don't know. And then this is where he's saying, after leaving the school, I was alone, like I was when he first found me, and I realized I was waiting for him, for Lee to come find me. And I was so pissed at him for not trying harder, which doesn't make any sense.
Fucking
He's dead.
bitch.
It makes sense to me. Fuck you.
No,
See,
it
this is
makes.
them. Oh, they're gonna get cute. They're gonna be sweet now together.
Oh, they're so cute. No, they're not. I hate them. This is not Clem. This is
Yep.
some fan fiction bullshit.
Yep.
Now I sound like all of the comic book channels that say that, but this is different.
Yep.
Totally.
But Georgia starts shooting around and soon causes an avalanche. Oh,
Another fucking avalanche.
Yep, and they make it their way in there, and Olivia is pinned. We have to get Rika out of here. My sister and I will leave your fucking bodies on this mountain. Good luck finding your gun in all the snow. Trying to get the hatchet and all that. But it's like everything I've done was all for you. I always protected you, haven't I? And they're just ignoring, her as she's just ranting, which is very much like what would happen in the game.
Right.
Yep, and you never loved anyone, Clementine. I can see it. You have no idea how far I'll go, what I'll do, and she's bitten. They get out of
Dun,
there.
dun, dun.
Out of everyone in this world that your sister could have picked, you were so lucky it was Amos.
Fucking crazy bitch.
Yep. Yep.
Daniela. Daniela said, that's an insult to fan fiction writers. They at least love the source material. That's very true. A lot of the fan fictions are much better. You're absolutely right. I don't know what this is.
I don't know
This
either.
is, you know what? I do know what this is. This is simply a travesty. This
Yep.
is simply
Oh,
a travesty.
I forgot,
Good point, Daniela.
I forgot
Thank
to
you.
mention when they were trying to get out of there, you have Clementine, baby, don't let me die in here, baby,
Baby.
baby.
Oh my god.
Those two are already sweet for each other, really. But yeah, they
Yeah.
make their
Yeah, yeah,
way.
yeah.
They get the lift is working. They make their way back down. Oh, isn't it beautiful?
Oh, it's so cute.
Yep.
Not really,
They
but
make their way. Oh, they find a cat.
oh yeah, the one-eyed cat. Okay, that was a good character too.
They and it's a weird name, but they make their way there. Um, they make into where the house is, and um, Miss Georgia. Like, how is this guy talking? He's clearly a zombie. Now, this one I like. Olivia, I'm here. I'm sorry, Mom. Puts a note under the door. Make their way to the plane. It's real.
Bang. Bang's being a douche again.
Yep. Now, earlier, it's made clear that Clem was talking in her sleep and Rika heard it. They fly off. Now, there's a note. Rest up and get well, Mom. We have the mountain ready by the time you're better. Aw. Okay, that is sad.
Yeah.
Like, what did I say when I was asleep? I did not. You did. Oh, the cat's name is Dr. Barnwell.
Dr. Barnwell, the one-eyed cat.
Yep.
That's cute. But like
But yeah,
you forgot about Rosie. Okay.
oh, right. Yep. And then said like, can we go north? North? Yeah, back to Vermont. Let's show Amos the plane, meaning fly over where they were.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it. They fly over. They finally get the plane.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And they're gonna end up on a mountain. They're gonna end up on a mountain, on an island, on an island.
I kind of hope they hit that mountain. Well, island, whatever.
But yeah, it's like what?
That was so. So Clementine is such. Like I know we keep saying how good of a character she is, and she was. And there are a lot of things you can do with YA books, which clearly
Mm-hmm.
this was.
Mm-hmm.
That could have been amazing. You didn't need to go black and white route. First off,
Mm-hmm. Well,
you
that's
could have
to be
picked
fair. That's sticking with the actual comic aesthetic.
right, and that's what I mean. But if you're making something YA and you're thinking kids, I would say it would be more of a smart move to make it colorful. Even if you didn't, there are other artists out there that could do a really good job at black and white. This was very scribbly, piss poor art. And it was nothing like what we got from the actual Walking Dead comics. Now, not only that, but they signed this Tilly
For a trilogy.
a trilogy of these books. These books are not I cannot hardly believe that they're going to sell after number
Mm-hmm.
1. I think one will sell a decent amount because people are interested. But that's it. Like you could have made graphic novels that were able to compete in the market with this character.
Mm-hmm.
This is such a good character.
Instead, we
But
got
no.
a self-insert fan fiction.
And those can even be done correctly.
Mm-hmm.
It just wasn't done correctly. No,
it's
it's not from DC.
No,
It's
from Image.
yeah, from
Skybound.
Skybound. Yep. And it's really a shame because they could have done an awesome trilogy, and they could have stuck.
Yeah,
Clem.
know what you could have done? You could have had it be that those Lily's group could have come back one more time and forced them out.
They could have done anything at Erickson. They could have done like a partial
You could have had Carl
rebuilding.
show up. You could have had Carl show up. Because good lord, you want to know when the games first started, so many people wanted to pair up Carl with Clementine.
I didn't see that. I seen that.
No, fans. I think fans wanted it.
Oh, and I also know they were pairing up Clementine with Gabe too.
Well, yeah.
I hated Gabe. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but with Carl, I'm like, that could have worked.
Yeah. And then they could have done something. They could have, by the third one, I think it was Tyron that said it earlier, had him square up against Negan. Like, Do something. Had Jesus show up and help them rebuild only
Yeah.
to have been attacked, and just keep it at that center place. Even if they wanted to leave Erickson, had them have to leave for some reason as a group or
Yeah,
something along those
now,
lines.
and I would rather have them be taken out one by one,
Yeah.
even they had
Like,
a guys like it's what happened in the games.
it's such a shame that they
Oh,
were
by the way,
taken
Bianca,
away.
yes, I have seen seen it, the clip.
Oh, is there a new She-Hulk clip?
Yep,
Today, or was that the one from yesterday
one
or
from
the other day?
one from yesterday,
Okay, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
island one,
I
the island clip.
Yes. I thought there was a new one. There's
No,
also a Gotham Knights, the first 16 minutes of
mm-hmm.
gameplay too. But yeah, this had so much potential
Yeah,
squandered.
exactly. It's
She
just
could have
like
went to the kingdom. The state
there's
she
so
could
much.
have go ahead.
No, there's so much they could have done. Now, granted, I get it. You don't want to intercept and throw off what's been already established with it. So
Right.
I would have said, have her meet up with Carl. This could have been set after, because from what I understand, the events of season 4 are concurrent with what's currently going on in the at that time in the comics. So you could have
Right.
had it be she left, and it's the end. The second to last issue when Rick died. You could have had her met up with all of them post Rick.
You could have also remember James. Um,
Hey, at least Sophia
we don't know
Campbell's
what happened.
Yep, at least Sophia Campbell's TMNT stuff has the backing, still of Kevin Eastman and Tom Waltz behind it. So at least
Right.
they're still involved. Here, Kirkman's barely involved, and they're still saying like, "Here it is. This is canon. Shove it in." Like you fans are complaining. Don't care that you're not who we're going for. It's like it should be who you're going for, you idiots.
Yeah. But if that's not what you're going for, then what exactly are you going for? Because it felt like a whole
They're
lot of nothing.
catering to. I hate to say it. This is the case where they are catering to the woke crowd.
But there was nothing woke about this. It was just bad. So
Oh, I
I
know.
don't actually think that's the case at all. I think it was a case of they hired somebody
Who's notorious
that
for
wasn't
yeah.
that wasn't invested, that didn't care, that looked at it, and everybody should look at it as a paycheck. I get that. But looked at it more along the lines of,
Autobiographical.
yeah.
And
And
Bianca, what? I said I saw the clip. I said I saw it.
I
Why
think
are you giving me crap, Bianca? I said I saw it.
it's her job now. Um, but it's just this had nothing. I completely disagree with what you said, Robert, about the
Okay.
woke.
Okay, you're right.
Actually, I quite like the art. So Michael liked the art. That's fair. There is
Okay.
some people that art is subjective. That's
It is.
fair.
It is. Okay, maybe rephrase that. Maybe not woke, but you could definitely tell it's a writer who cared more about, again, making it her own personal fan fiction. Because seriously, Rika, it's so painfully obvious it
Yeah.
that's her.
Daniela, thank you so much. Reminded me of Heroes in Crisis. The difference is Heroes in Crisis had great artwork, absolutely.
Yeah.
Everything else is pretty much on the nose. It's insulting
But
and lazy. That's what it is.
difference is that Heroes in Crisis, it was a story first, and then Tom King was just given the characters to put in there. But here, oh no, this was a case where the character was planned from the start to be Clementine, and they approved it every step of the way.
Yeah. And
That's the
and
big
this went
difference.
through
Yeah,
a process, through editors, through executive editors, through everybody approved this.
everyone approved it.
And
They approved of her abandoning AJ. They should have known that would piss everyone off.
absolutely. Oh goodness, it's so bad.
I'm not saying kill off
Thank you,
AJ.
Daniela.
I'm not saying kill off AJ. I am not saying that. No, no. I think that would have been even more worse if they killed him off.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I agree. They're a team.
Yeah. I mean, now have it be that maybe they could have had a falling out. You could have jumped a little
Anything.
bit. They should have jumped a few years. This feels like it's almost a few
Yeah,
months.
that would have been good too.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
We are going to wrap up. Robert,
Mhm.
what do you have going on in your channel this week?
Oh, I have a bunch of videos I still have coming out. I just had my Airplane 1 and 2 video got shown, and I'm nearing less than 50, hopefully this Saturday.
Awesome. That's so great.
I'm hoping maybe you or Bianca or someone that can join me for it.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That sounds fun. Or
Oh, yep.
both. Ha ha
Watch the
ha.
yeah, Bianca, watch the She-Hulk clip, and get ready for Sandman when that comes out.
Friday. I'm so excited. Okay, guys. I'm going to have I don't know. I haven't looked at the news yet.
Well, aren't you talk about
I'm
the
gonna have something up.
aren't you see the unsealed papers on
That's gonna
Thursday?
be my stream on Thursday.
Yeah.
I'll probably do a video about it too, but on Thursday we're going to do a stream about the unsealed documents and all of that funness that happened from Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and yes, all that. So we will see you guys next time. Thank you all so much. Bye.